Afternoon, everyone. The project that I was presenting today is called TenderBlocks, which is a blockchain solution for tender process. So it utilizes a smart contract to make sure that there is no manipulation during the bidding process. In the next few years, I think the development would be more on making sure that there's no forgery when it comes to documentation, and also probably implementing wallets into the application itself to make sure that you don't have to consistently go to your local drive to upload the documents. So with this, there are certain smart wallets that you can actually upload your documents from your certifications, and it also takes care of verifying that the documents that you have on the wallet is valid.
I am Nobuhle Mbuyisa and I'll be presenting to you BigFive Quick Fix with the help of the UJ blockchain, which is currently being developed. So just to give you a bit of a background of how BigFive was formed. So it was formed by a group of students, obviously from the University of Johannesburg. We were inspired by our coursework related to logistics as well as purchasing management. We had to come up with a task to solve real world problems using blockchain technology. So we came up with an idea of an application. So as I've said, with the help of the UJ blockchain, which is currently being developed. So the challenges that we've seen in the automotive industry is that it is not as integrated as we would like it to be. So there's lack of trust in terms of it is difficult to find reliable as well as transparent repair services. For example, you can see if you are stranded at the side of the road and you need a very reliable as well as quick service and you can't find it. So BigFive comes in as a solution. So BigFive is a blockchain powered automotive marketplace that connects drivers with trusted or with reliable tire repair companies as well as mechanics. So to show you how it works, well, at the moment, the application is being developed. I would have loved to show you, but I don't have something tangible from the UJ blockchain team. But then But then on the application, what it's going to happen, obviously the user is going to register on the platform. After the registration on the platform, they're going to be directed to the dashboard where they're going to insert their location, where then it's going to show which tire repair company is the closest or the mechanic, and they can pick whatever tire repair company they want as well as the mechanic. From there, the mechanic will obviously accept the booking. After accepting the booking, they'll be able to check the person where it is using the GPS. From there, the service will then be in progress. And after the service is done, it's going to show a service history, and you might wonder how are we going to make money from that. A service fee is being charged for every service that is done on the application. Our project is designed to assist drivers who are stranded on the side of the road. So what's going to happen is that you're going to go into application and request for a mechanic who's going to assist you and is going to come to you quickly. Looking at the market opportunity, I'm really seeing it's becoming huge, including that in nowadays people are looking at, at digitalizing everything. So coming with the BigFive application and seeing that now people don't want to stay on the road for too long, I really see it people accepting it and really growing to becoming the solution in the automotive industry.
We are Infinite Solutions. We are a small startup. What is it? Would it be consultation firm? And we saw some gaps in the agricultural sector in South Africa. Many of these gaps can be explained in a story that I could tell to you about my personal story about my grandfather who grew up in a farm, but was forced to be a subsistence farmer because of a lack of in resources. This could be attributed to some of the stuff you see here, the four main gaps in the market that we've identified. The first of which being socioeconomic issues. When we extend that afresh, It extends to inequality in the same market, lack of access to the market, and the lack of traceability of materials and fresh produce. Secondly, there's limited access to information and inputs within the market. So a lot of people do not know, a lot of people do not share a lot of information with each other within the market. Then thirdly, there's challenges that create barriers for, oh, I'm sorry, it's the dominance by, the market is dominated by a few large players. We all know this. A lot of small-scale farmers cannot supply larger supermarkets and so forth, because there are a lot of bigger farmers who take up that role, who have relationships with the buyers in the market, and this all culminates to create challenges and barriers for small scale farmers within the market, and leads to very limited equitable growth.
So Lema is an application whereby we will be able to facilitate the buyer and the selling phase of agricultural products. So what we are doing is that we are creating a marketplace for both the sellers and the buyers. The sellers will be the farmers, the buyers will be the people who are buying. It can be restaurants, it can be schools, supermarkets, anyone who buys agriculture in bulk. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to improve the sport of small scale farmers so that they can be able to get into the market that they are already taken out of. So anyone who is a small scale farmer can be able to go onto our app and sell anything that's agricultural on our app.
And it also ties into the CSI aspect of it, because it helps small scale farmers in particular who don't have a market, and it makes sure that we get that market for them. And it helps uplift all these smaller communities, especially communities in villages and so forth, where there isn't really a market for these people. And on top of that, there's a driver aspect to it. So there are uncles in these villages who have bakkies, but they don't have any use for them. They're going to be used as drivers for transporting those vegetables and so forth from point A to point B, and they're going to get paid off that. So it's uplifting the community in a way.
AgroMap is a farm management system that integrates blockchain technology to ensure secure and transparent data management for farmers and service providers. Challenges of existing agricultural information systems include data integrity, verification challenges, frequent data manipulation, and lack of transparency. What makes AgroMap unique is the following features. It is built on a blockchain-based framework for real-time data collection that allows for decentralized, immutable, and record keeping and transactions. Once records are entered into the systems, they cannot be altered. It promotes integrity, traceability, and transparency in agricultural sector. It also allows for real-time satellite imagery and AI to analyze farm soil temperature and vegetation cover. What excites me most about the app is that it allows farmers to create a profile on the app. They are also able to scan their livestock, equipment, and register them on the app. That allows them to be able to track the equipment and the livestock. So in case of theft, the farmer will be able to see the location of the livestock on such situations.
I